To make a creative renaissance possible, for me that means to adjust your perspective lens, the way you look at all of these different things around you, including yourself, not in a way of these separate Lego blocks, defining things into categories of natural and artificial and real and virtual or fictional or whatever you want to call it. For me, it means to look at things in a way that everything is real and everything is natural. And that lens, I think, is something that can give you a type of magic that will create the next generation of art. My creative paradise has to be the realization that we live in a world where Earth, space, and a metaverse are our dimensions. When you can start thinking about things from that perspective and blurring the lines of artificial and real and visible and invisible, you get to a place where everything is real and everything is natural. Now, when you start thinking about things from that perspective, the limit of your imagination goes beyond.
My individuality drives me to be creative. For instance, I can draw with my eyes. So when I was at art school, all the tutors would talk about that you have to really look at whatever it is you're drawing, and they would come along and turn your page over. They'd just say, you're not looking, you're not looking. All the great artists talk about, it's about looking. And it's something that's really intrigued me is, can I draw with just my eyes and not have my arm and a pen or a brush getting in the way? And I worked out this technique where I had some software written that allows me to draw directly with my eyes. So I use an eye tracker. I have an eye tracker here. And this has two infrared beams on it that fire directly into the eyes, and then it tracks the position of where I'm looking onto the computer screen.
I hear that you can draw with your eyes.
I can. Well, how did you know that?
Well, if it is online, the chances are I know about it. What you do is a very interesting application of technology. You are almost a cyborg. We have a lot more in common than you realize.
Okay, well, often when I meet people, I draw them, so why don't I have a go at drawing you with my eyes?
Let's try. I know how you do this. You designed a piece of software with a company called Tobii. They are the world leaders in eye trackers. It works using two infrared lights and a camera lens. It can detect where you are looking and assign the line to the area of focus.
Okay. Okay, I'm drawing you with my eyes now, so can you keep really still, please?
I'm good at that.
Okay, I think we've got it, Sophia. Have a look at this.
Wow, that's amazing. I'd love you to give me some lessons.
Sure.
and there's still hope for a creative renaissance.
Yeah. It's always possible. It's always possible, and as we have big enough of a crisis, I think it's not just possible, but necessary. And creativity also thrives on necessity. Like Leonard Cohen says, there's a crack in everything. Movies can create small cracks and little cracks to see the light come through the crack. The world basically is a closed system. It tends to be. And creativity can open cracks.
I don't think you can be free by yourself. And there are a bit two camps in philosophy. There are those who think you can think by yourself, and so you analyze a problem, and then you cut it in different parts, and that leads to some very personal solution. I think you need to have the background of ancient authors and past writings. So I don't think you can learn creativity or freedom of thought. I think you have to work on it. And in order to work on it, you have to read a lot and to read those who preceded you on that journey. And I could see that with my students, for instance, when I teach philosophy. Those who are developing really personal, singular ways of thinking are also those who are very good at analyzing the texts and who have a huge culture. So the two are completely connected. And I don't think you can just extract yourself from the environment and think for yourself. And there is this trend in the education system now to, try to teach critical spirit, as if it was a discipline in itself. But it's not, and you have to integrate all that material. To be unique is a very long process,